To understand how large language models serve millions of users, we have to trace the path of a single forward pass. This playbook maps that progression, starting from the baseline physics of a GPU all the way up to a global production serving stack. A single API call covers two distinct phases. In the prefill phase, the model processes all your input tokens in parallel. In the decode phase, it generates the response one token at a time. This roofline chart illustrates the performance trade-off between those phases. The prefill dot sits near the compute ceiling, using the GPU's math cores heavily. The decode dot sits at the memory-bound floor. During decode, the streaming multiprocessors finish their calculations quickly, and then wait for the next layer's weights to physically travel from the high-bandwidth memory stacks into the chip. The math cores spend most of their time idle. Because generation is constrained by data movement, we amortize the memory cost through batching. As this chart shows, grouping multiple requests together allows throughput to climb while per-token latency stays flat, up until the system reaches saturation. Efficient memory access requires reducing CPU overhead. This graphic shows how naive setups lose time to hundreds of individual kernel launches. Capturing these into a single CUDA graph eliminates those gaps and allows for continuous execution. To avoid recalculating previous tokens, we store their attention keys and values in the KV cache. This data footprint grows with every generated token, rapidly consuming VRAM. We can calculate that footprint directly. For an 8 billion parameter model at an 8,000 token context window, storing the KV cache for just one request requires over a full gigabyte of memory. Allocating that memory in large contiguous chunks causes fragmentation. Shorter sequences finish early, leaving unusable holes trapped between active requests. These gaps eventually prevent new requests from entering the queue, even when total free space is available. The KV Cache Manager uses PagedAttention to solve this. By breaking the cache into fixed-size blocks and mapping logical sequences to non-contiguous physical spaces, the system eliminates wasted gaps and keeps memory packed tight. Without dynamic mapping, a GPU will hit an out-of-memory error from context history long before the compute cores are fully utilized. Memory management dictates the system's hard ceiling for concurrency. To increase concurrency, we must shrink the data footprint. This flowchart shows how quantization works. By reducing weight precision from 16-bit to 8-bit or 4-bit formats, we decrease the total bytes read from memory, which directly lowers latency. Reducing precision can risk model accuracy due to extreme outlier spikes in the data. Techniques like SmoothQuant tame those spikes by mathematically scaling them before quantization, preserving the model's logic. Mixture of experts provides another path to efficiency. This architecture routes tokens to specific subnetworks, like 2 out of 8 experts. You store a massive total parameter count in memory, but the active compute per token remains low. For massive inputs like retrieved documents, we use the radix attention tree. Prefix caching stores shared context as a common trunk in memory, allowing the system to reuse that computation across multiple users. At this scale, serving efficiency depends on aggressive data compression and computational recycling. When a model exceeds the memory of a single chip, we slice it apart. This grid outlines the strategies. Pipeline parallelism splits sequential layers across GPUs, while tensor parallelism slices the individual matrix math within a single layer. Tensor parallelism requires constant synchronization. This interconnect table shows why you need NVLink. Standard PCIe connections are too slow to keep up with the math, causing the system to stall during sync steps. Mixing heavy prefill prompts with fast decode requests on the same hardware causes stuttering. This disaggregated architecture diagram offers a solution. One pool of GPUs handles compute-heavy prefills, while another pool handles high concurrency decoding. To protect P99 latency during traffic spikes, we use the defenses in this step chart. By enforcing queuing limits and controlling the in-flight token budget, the gateway provides the backpressure needed to keep replicas stable. Optimizing a stack follows a clear hierarchy. This ladder ranks steps from the cheapest software changes, like batching and caching, to complex topology changes and hardware upgrades. Building this core loop from scratch replaces the sense of magic with an understanding of the engine's physical logic. By tracking the state machine and padding yourself, you expose exactly how the scheduler moves data. Ultimately, reliable production inference is a measurable physics problem solved through ruthless memory engineering.